the surah that unlocks risk and fulfillment, the ancient wazifa for abundance. Bismillah ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Let me ask you something from the depths of sincerity and spiritual reflection. Have you ever had a moment when your heart silently cried out for something? A dua, a yearning, a desperate plea that you wished could reach the heavens and return with fulfillment? Have you ever longed for wealth, sustenance, a home filled with barakah, a flourishing business, or the blessing of children? But despite all your efforts, the doors seemed closed? If so, then listen closely, because what you are about to hear could change everything if Allah wills. Today, by the mercy of Allah, I am going to share with you an incredibly powerful and deeply spiritual wazifa rooted in Surah Al-Kawthar, the shortest surah in the Holy Qur'an, yet unimaginably rich in meaning, barakah, and divine power. This is not just any wazifa. This is an age-old spiritual practice that has transformed lives for more than 1,000 years, and inshallah it can transform yours too. But before we dive into this sacred practice, I urge you, do not skip even a moment of this video. There are spiritual conditions, etiquettes, and secrets that must be followed precisely. Even missing a single point may prevent you from receiving the full divine benefit of this sacred wazifa. And yes, before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to the Islamic Talk YouTube channel and like this video, so that it may reach countless others yearning for Allah's help, and so that you too become a source of sadaqah jariyah. The secret of placing the hand and reciting before the eyes open. There is a deeply mystical yet simple instruction that sets the tone for this spiritual routine. It is said, and has been witnessed by many pious souls across generations, that before you even open your eyes in the morning, if you simply place your right hand gently on your chest or slightly above your navel, and recite Surah Al-Kawthar before uttering a single word, before stepping out of bed, before doing anything, your day will begin already blessed. It is as if, even before your eyes adjust to the light of the world, the light of divine acceptance has already reached your soul. Whatever you intend for the day, wealth, health, barakah, ease, success, happiness, will begin flowing toward you with the permission and mercy of Allah. Some have testified that by doing this consistently, their needs were not just met, they were fulfilled in abundance in ways they could not even imagine. They asked for something small, but Allah opened the gates of risk and spiritual elevation beyond measure. The spiritual power behind Surah Al-Kawthar. Dear brothers and sisters, Surah Al-Kawthar is just 3 verses, yes, just 3 short ayat, but within those words lies a river of spiritual power that the human heart can barely comprehend. This surah was revealed as a divine consolation to our beloved Prophet Muhammad after the heartbreaking loss of his son. Enemies mocked him, labeling him cut off from legacy as if his light would fade. But Allah responded with divine dignity and unmatched love. In Surah Al-Kawthar, Allah not only comforted the Prophet, but elevated him beyond imagination, giving him Al-Kawthar, a river of unimaginable blessing in Jannah, and promising that his legacy would live forever, while the names of his enemies would vanish. And that's exactly what happened. Today, 1400 plus years later, the name of Prophet Muhammad is the most mentioned name on earth. Every moment, someone somewhere is sending salawat durud upon him. And those who mocked him? Their names faded into obscurity, lost in history. So imagine now, when you, as his follower, recite this same surah with love, need, and sincerity in your heart. Do you not think Allah will pour blessings upon you as he poured blessings upon his beloved? 1,000 years of fulfillment, the legacy of this wazifa? Let me now take you back into history, more than a millennium ago. In the city of Lahore, where a spiritual giant once walked the earth, Hazrat Ali Hijri, famously known as Data Ganj Baksh. This great wali of Allah used to perform a particular spiritual routine every Thursday night, and part of this powerful practice involved the recitation of Surah Al-Kawthar in a very specific way. People would come from far and wide, hoping to attend his gatherings even once or twice, because whoever did so with sincere intention would, by the will of Allah, witness their deepest needs fulfilled. Let me narrate to you an incident from his life that reveals just how spiritually potent this wazifa is. One day, a man came to Hazrat Ali Hajwiri, his heart heavy with sorrow. Tears streamed down his face as he said, "Oh, Data Sahib, for 11 months, I have been attending your majlis every Thursday night. I have been making dua with desperation, but my condition has not changed. I am still poor. I am still waiting for marriage. I am still drowning in problems." Said, "According to what I see in your destiny, my dear son, there is no wealth written for you. I speak not with arrogance but from the vision granted by Allah. Poverty may remain with you forever." The man broke down completely. His sobs echoed through the gathering. But what did this noble wali do? He didn't just let him suffer. He wiped his tears and said, "But there is one door through which you can change your life, and that is Surah Al-Kawthar. Recite it in the way I teach you and leave the rest to Allah." And the man did just that. Only a few days later he returned to the majlis, but now dressed in fine garments, carrying himself with dignity and joy. His face was glowing, his clothes no longer tattered, and he said, "O Data Sahib, there's now no space in my home to store the money and blessings Allah has given me. My cupboards are filled with wealth. I don't understand how it happened, but my du'as have been answered in ways I never imagined." How to perform this wazifa step by step. Now, dear believers, let me share with you the exact method of performing this wazifa step by sacred step. Do not change the sequence. Follow it with your full heart and trust in Allah. Wudhu ablution. Begin by purifying yourself. Perform wudhu with care. Let the water cleanse not just your limbs but your heart of doubts. Choose a quiet spot. Find a peaceful, undisturbed place. Ideally sit on a janamaz prayer mat facing the Qibla. Intention. Set your niyyah clearly. Whether you are asking for wealth, marriage, success, healing, or children, be clear in your heart what you are asking Allah for. Start with Bismillah. Say Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim with humility and focus. Recite Durud Ibrahim 3 times. Send salawat upon the Prophet Muhammad 3 times. This is the key that opens the spiritual door. Place your hand on your chest. With your right hand over the heart, feel the beat of your inner yearning. Recite Surah Al-Kawthar 11 times. Now, recite this blessed surah 11 times with full focus, as if each word is a key unlocking the gates of mercy. Surah Al-Kawthar. Inna Atainaka Al-Kawthar. Fasali li Rabbika al-Abtar. Make dua with conviction. After you finish, raise your hands and pour out your heart to Allah. Ask without hesitation. Don't hold back. If you want 1,000,000, ask for it. If you want a mansion, ask for it. If you want children, beg for them. For your Lord is not limited. Recite Durud Ibrahim. Again 3 times. Close the session with another 3 recitations of Durud upon the Prophet. When and how often to perform it? Do this for 11 consecutive days, preferably after Fajr or Tahajjud or just before sunrise. These are times when du'as are most accepted and the soul is most open. But even doing it once with sincerity has transformed lives. What needs can this wazifa fulfill? The answer is simple: all needs with Allah's permission. Business success and financial prosperity, healing from illness, freedom from debt, marriage proposals and family harmony. Children for the childless, protection from enemies. Peace of heart and soul, and spiritual elevation, nearness to Allah. Final words and reflections. Dear brothers and sisters, the beauty of Islam is that even in the shortest verse, the deepest oceans of power are hidden. Surah Al-Kawthar is a surah of divine generosity, a reminder that no matter what the world says, Allah gives beyond measure to His beloved. So be sincere, be regular, be hopeful. Do this wazifa with the utmost trust in Allah, and watch miracles unfold. If this video touched your heart, say Subhanallah or Mashallah in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel Islamic Talk to stay connected with more powerful spiritual insights and authentic wazifas. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more inspiring Islamic content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, allow me to delve deeper into the power of this surah and why it holds such immense spiritual weight. Surah Al-Kawthar, just 3 short verses, yet brimming with divine mercy, glad tidings, and a secret flow of abundance. It is the shortest surah in the entire Qur'an, yet Allah Almighty placed in it the promise of infinite blessings. Let us not forget, it was revealed as a direct response to those who insulted the Prophet Muhammad after the loss of his beloved son. They mocked him, calling him Abdur cut off, a man with no legacy. The voice you selected does not support this language. Please click the upper right corner to switch to another voice. In these brief, powerful lines, he granted the Prophet a gift unlike any other, Al-Kawthar, a river in paradise, abundance in both this world and the hereafter, and an eternal legacy that would never be erased. Today, 1400 years later, whose name is mentioned in every adhan, every salah, every khutbah, and in every corner of the world. Prophet Muhammad. And where are the names of his enemies? Buried, forgotten, erased from history. This surah is not only a message of divine comfort, but it is also a declaration of Allah's unlimited generosity. So when a believer recites this surah with sincerity, with yearning, and with full faith in Allah's mercy, they are tapping into that same river of abundance, that same divine promise. Let me now walk you through the complete method of performing this spiritually effective wazifa using Surah Al-Kawthar. As always, remember, do not rush through it. Perform each step mindfully, with humility, sincerity, and deep connection to Allah. Step-by-step wazifa of Surah Al-Kawthar. 1. Begin with wudhu, ablution. Purity is half of faith. Perform wudhu with love and consciousness, knowing you are preparing to present yourself in front of your Lord in a most beautiful state. 2. Sit in a quiet space. Choose a clean, peaceful place where you will not be disturbed. Preferably sit on a prayer mat facing the Qibla. The spiritual atmosphere you create matters. Let it be a sacred moment. 3. Close your eyes and focus. Before you open your eyes in the morning, yes, before your eyes have even welcomed the daylight, place your right hand over your chest, gently pressing it just above your heart. This is symbolic, a sign of internal sincerity, a direct channel from your heart to the heavens. 4. Begin with Deas, ilala, H-Ir-Rahman-Irahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Recite Durud Ibrahimi or any form of salawat 3 times. This opens the spiritual gate by praising the Prophet Muhammad, bringing light and divine acceptance into your supplication. 5. Recite Surah Al-Kawthar 11 times with your hands still on your chest, eyes still closed. Feel every word. Reflect on the meaning. Remember, this is not just recitation, it is supplication with the Qur'an. And the Qur'an is Kalamullah, the speech of Allah himself. 6. Now ask Allah for your desire. This is the moment of spiritual intimacy. Speak to Allah directly from your heart. Whether you are asking for sustenance, risk, business success, a righteous spouse, children, health, victory over your enemies, forgiveness, and guidance. Speak as if you're conversing with your closest and most compassionate guardian, because you are. Do not hold back. Ask for whatever you desire, even if it feels impossible. 7. Conclude by reciting Durud Sharif again 3 times. This seals your dua, your spiritual letter sent to the divine court, carried by the angels with the fragrance of praise for the Prophet Muhammad. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, repeat this for 11 consecutive days, ideally during the early morning hours when the world is still silent and hearts are closest to their Creator. This is the time when duas rise the quickest, when the veils between you and the divine are the thinnest. Let us revisit the story I mentioned earlier. That poor man who had lost all hope, who had knocked on many doors but received no answers. It was only when he turned fully to Allah through the wazifa of Surah Al-Kawthar, as taught by Hazrat Data Ganj Baksh, that his life transformed. From rags to riches, not just in wealth but in peace and dignity. He said, "Now there's no place in my home to store the wealth Allah has given me." Imagine every drawer filled, every cabinet overflowing, not with worldly luxuries alone, but with divine barakah, the kind that never fades or becomes a burden. But remember, my dear viewers, the condition of this wazifa is trust. You must trust Allah fully. You cannot doubt. You cannot perform it while thinking, "Let me try and see if it works." That mindset closes the doors before they even open. Instead, go into this wazifa with the mindset that Allah has already written it for you, that your du'as are already being accepted, that the risk is already flowing towards you. Warnings and etiquettes to keep in mind. Don't perform it during menstruation or impurity. Avoid sins during the 11 days, especially the sins of the tongue lying, backbiting, mocking others, and doubting Allah's mercy. Don't skip a day. If you do, restart from day 1. This shows discipline and sincerity. Make halal earnings your priority. Do not seek wealth through means displeasing to Allah, for no wazifa will benefit you if your heart is chasing haram. The secret behind Surah Al-Kawthar. Now, let me share a beautiful secret about this surah. The word Kawthar does not only mean abundance. It means overflowing abundance, infinite goodness, spiritual and material wealth combined, and most importantly, it refers to a river in Jannah that was given to Prophet Muhammad. This river is whiter than milk, sweeter than honey, and colder than ice. Those who drink from it will never feel thirst again. So when you recite this surah, you're not only asking Allah for dunya-related needs, you're also invoking a heavenly river, a paradise-level abundance to descend into your life in a form suitable for you, maybe as peace, maybe as sustenance, maybe as loving relationships or spiritual closeness. That is the hidden treasure of Surah Al-Kawthar. Spiritual reflections. You see, many people recite lengthy du'as, but their hearts are distracted. This wazifa, though simple, engages the heart, mind, tongue, and soul. It brings you into direct dialogue with Allah through His own words. It aligns your desire with the divine rhythm of the Qur'an. And that is why it's so powerful. This is why Hazrat Data Ganj Baksh emphasized this wazifa. He knew the timeless barakah stored within it. And so many saints, scholars, and seekers of Allah have passed down this method generation after generation. It is not a new invention. It is an ancient spiritual practice that continues to yield results. Final advice. If you perform this wazifa with love, sincerity, and full conviction, Allah will not leave you empty-handed. Not only will your needs be fulfilled, but Allah may bless you with things you never even asked for. Doors will open. Hearts will change. Business will flourish. Marriages will be blessed. Children will be born. Enemies will be silenced. And most importantly, you will feel the sweetness of reliance upon Allah. So don't take this wazifa lightly. Don't perform it just to test it. Perform it because you trust in Ar Razak, the ultimate provider. If you found this video inspiring, if it moved your heart or reminded you of Allah's power, do let us know by commenting Subhanallah or Mashallah below. Your interaction helps us reach more hearts and more souls who are searching for hope. And finally, dear viewers, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more inspiring Islamic content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message.